or I'm blanking on the word, the program, Ryan, that you had posted recently on socials. Um, Internship. There, that's the word I'm looking for. The internship
Yeah, the
program.
internship. Yeah. Yeah, we have a little interest survey. We're still figuring out if this is something that we want to do, but if you happen to know any undergrads that might be a good fit for a Moondao summer internship, definitely point them in our direction. There's a link in the announcements channel from the update yesterday, and on Twitter and elsewhere.
Yeah, we've already got a few interesting submissions as well, so it's good news.
Cool.
And we got Pablo here. How's it going?
Hey guys, how's it going? Long time no see.
Time.
Yeah.
How's the walk?
It's good. My knees are in a little bit of pain, but other than that, it's very good. Yeah, northern Spain is really beautiful.
Well, and how's the rest of your trip been so far?
Good. Yeah, all good.
Cool. Not working too hard, I guess. I've seen you around a bit, but
Yeah, I try not to, but I do cheat a little bit and check on Discord and, been doing little things here and there, but yeah, not too bad. Yeah, mostly just trying to spend time with family and just away from the screens.
nice.
Did you watch the Martin Sheen, Emilio Estevez movie before you left?
No, what is that? Is that a movie about the Camino?
Yeah, it's a little old, but yeah.
Dang. Oh yeah, I'll have to check it out. I didn't know about that actually.
Pablo,
Sweet.
after this meeting, if you're able to stick around, I don't want to put any work on your agenda, but there's like a 2-minute thing that I'd like to get your attention on just to unblock some stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I can't think of any other updates. Pablo, did you see the 4.0 announcement?
Yeah, really cool. I wish I had that when I was in school. It's
Yeah.
extremely useful for like tutoring.
Yeah. Yeah, that the demo with the kid learning about triangles, that's insane.
Yeah, I also liked Ryan's idea about using it for like a HAL type robot.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah, like the in-team meetings. I mean, it won't be long before we have ChatGPT in these meetings. And that'll be crazy.
Serving on the Senate.
Yeah. We'll
How?
have our next astronaut will be a robot.
Well, Mitch, I remember you putting together that like GPT council. It was like, and you could embed them with different values and principles that they cared about.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
pretty interesting.
Well, you can, I mean, with the new models, you can have multiple agents all in a discussion at once. So you could literally like build yourself a little team of models and have a team meeting where it's just you and a bunch of different AIs. I think that'd be a really fun thing to experiment with. The big question for me right now, though, and no one seems to know the answer, and I can't find anyone else even asking this question, but I think it's an important one. Can it read lips? Because I know there are lots of times when I'm going to want to be able, like, I want the efficiency of being able to just use my voice and talk, but I won't want the reduced, maybe I'm in public or something and I'm talking about something I just don't want to share publicly, right? It would make sense to be able to just point the camera at my mouth and like mouth the words. And if it knew what I was saying without actually having to vocalize anything, I think that would be incredible. A little scary, but very useful.
Yeah, it reminds me of there's someone who's talking about they're in prison for like 10 years or something like that. And the thing that shocked them more than anything was that people would just be speaking to themselves as they're walking, because he didn't realize that they had like earphones in and were talking like on a phone call. So to him, it just seemed like everyone had gone crazy or something. But yeah, maybe in the future we'll just be mouthing.
Yeah.
um,
No, I think it's
or
very
maybe at that
possible.
point we'll have the brain computer interfaces worked out, and we'll just wear some gadget.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean that stuff kind of scares me a little bit, but it probably will be the future.
In the midterm, though, I can easily imagine, like, a cafe, a busy cafe full of a bunch of people all having conversations, but like no one vocalizing. That could be a real thing, which would be nice, kind of. I think that'd be nice. Um, but yeah, we're nearly 10 minutes in. Is there anyone still updating here?
I didn't update because I have nothing to update, so I'm the only one out.
You want to just like post basically just something saying no updates this week, just because in the end I'm gonna end up reviewing all this and seeing who posted what week, and even if there's nothing to update on, I think it's important to just
Yep.
say that.
Got it.
Cool. Yeah, we got royalty typing in there, but it seems everyone else up here on stage is good, so we can probably start here. Going to be a shorter one this week. We do have a proposal on the agenda to review, though, so we'll be starting with that. It's the Skyline digital proposal about basically getting Moondao some Fiat on-off rails, so that we can start engaging with other non-Web3 entities. And so, yeah, I'll let Ryan take it away, and he'll present the proposal.
Cool. Thanks. Can hear myself there. Okay, cool. Yeah, so basically Pablo and I had been meeting with a number of different like banking or Web3 interface entities. I think about 3 or 4. In the end, this Skyline Digital seemed like the best option for us and for what we need. Skyline Digital, they're based in Switzerland, and yeah, it's basically a non-custodial solution to kind of have an interface or the rails between traditional finance and Web3. It'll be created via the Moondao DAO LLC entity in the Marshall Islands. And yeah, I mean, I think as most of you guys are aware, we've had ongoing issues with being able to either send or receive traditional fiat payments or, bank transfers from, the traditional or traditional entities, whether that's 0G or Space for a Better World or Blue Origin or, all of the above. So this has kind of been a ongoing pain point for us that we really need to figure out, especially because we are owed reimbursement money from like the 0G project, among other things. So this proposal is just to kind of obviously make everything above the board and cleared through the DAO and a member vote. There's no MVPs or any costs associated with it to create this proposal or to pass this proposal, but we would create a 2 out of 3 multi-sig, which would have Pablo, me, and Michi as the initial ones with access there. This is a new whitelisted wallet. And that's done just to ensure that we have at least 2 people approving any transactions, because essentially that whitelisted wallet will have control over receiving the funds, which would then send the funds back to the Moondao primary treasury. So, I mean, obviously we trust Pablo, he's our elected astronaut and all that, but just to have things be more in line with the ethos of a DAO and avoid any issues there, it should at least have probably 2 people signing off on it. We're not doing it through the primary multi-sig because we would have to KYC all 7 individuals on there, and not all 7 individuals are willing or able to do that at this time. So this is like the next best thing, I guess. And let's see. Yeah, I don't know, Mitchie, if you have done the KYC, but I've done the KYC with Skyline. Pablo's done the KYC at this point. We've opened up the 2 out of 3 multi-sig wallets. If anyone holds more than 25% of MOONEY tokens in the DAO, they would also have to perform a KYC, which is basically in line with what we had at the with the Marshall Islands entity, although I don't think that will be an issue just because they would have to have really a ton of the tokens above like 600 million tokens, which is like nowhere near close to where anyone's at this point. In terms of the fees they charge, it's just based on transactions. There's no like annual account fees or account opening fees or maintenance fees or anything like that, but they do charge 1% of the transaction plus a 10% or a $10 fee for any on or off ramp transactions. And the idea is that nothing will be like held in this new whitelisted multi-sig account. It is just a stop off point to receive funds from the outside world. So basically people would send money to Skyline Digital's bank account, like an international wire transfer, and then they would deposit that money into our whitelist wallet accessible account there. So let's see what else. The idea of in the longer term will be to replace like me or Mitchie with or both of us in the end with our elected astronauts as we start to add more elected astronauts. So it would be eventually the 3 people on this Skyline Digital multi-sig would be our 3 elected astronauts. But since Mitchie and I are on the executive branch, it just seemed like a good intermediate step. We'll of course report, we can see transactions on the blockchain, of course. It's transparently available at this address, but it will also include reports about incoming or outgoing transactions in the EB quarterly reports. And since it's also like a digital first entity, we can grant like view access, no write access, no ability to transact or anything, but we can grant view access to either members of the multi-sig or even other members of the Senate, just so it's, you know, totally transparent to people what's going on behind the scenes. And yeah, I mean, that's basically the gist of it. There's a transaction standard limit of like $100,000 per transaction, but they're willing and able to work with us on our needs. So in terms of the risks, I mean, it is a third-party entity. There's always like unknown regulatory risks with crypto, unknown risks from working with Skyline Digital. You know, we just plan to use it as an intermediary. We don't really want to hold anything there. So, and we'd also probably do like smaller batch transactions to limit our exposure. But, you know, these are risks that we should all be aware of. But yeah, that's basically the gist of it. I don't know if people have questions or comments.
Not a question, but one comment is that once we have this, it finally unlocks getting a storefront. So that's something to be aware of too. Do we have I don't think we have Coffee Crusher in the audience today, but we should probably let her know. Because I think
Yeah,
she's really interested in that project and it'd be good to push it forward.
It's a potential. I think we'd still have to get like perhaps like an EIN and other things. There might be other steps that we need to look into, but this is definitely a big unlock for certain things. And it's good that there's no like ongoing fees too. Just to hold it.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I don't have any other questions. I I went through the whole proposal validation checklist and everything checks out. So it all seems constitutional on my end.
Well, Pablo, do you have any thoughts that you want to share?
No, not really. I mean, yeah, we've been working with you on this for a while, so yeah, it's I mean, I'm really familiar with the process. I mean, yeah, I guess what we're looking for more than anything is just that ability to bridge to fiat, but also to do so in a transparent way that still puts the power in the hands of the DAO. And we felt like having astronauts be the ones that KYC makes sense here. We had a discussion with the multi-sig to see if all 7 would be willing to KYC. And I mean, another consideration too, since we do rotate that multi-sig kind of regularly, frequently, I think, we've probably rotated someone every 2 to 3 months or something like that. Then having all of those people go through a KYC process on top of that, it might have ended up being a little bit long. But anyways, I think this is a pretty good solution, and it's more of just having a service provider rather than a bank account, which I think is ideal. It's just an interface, like an API that you can, receive any fiat and then send it to someone else. So, yeah, I'm glad that we finally have this. It's been a long time coming.
Totally. Yeah.
If there's no other questions or comments or concerns, I can put it up to vote.
Oh, sounds good.
So 1 sec here. Cool. So we're at 5. That's quorum, right? We're not going to get Dr. Iman today. He's out. But cool. No, I think that this is quorum. Okay, 1 sec.
Is quorum 6? Are we 8?
Oh, right. We are 8 now.
I think we need 6 votes.
Just double check. 1 sec.
We have 6 votes.
Okay, cool. Let's close it up. Oh, 1 sec. Nice. Passed unanimously. Oh, cool. We have Dr. Iman here too now. I was wondering how we got 6. Great. So yeah, it's fast. I guess now we can just move on to the roundtable. We'll start. I guess Pablo, you probably don't have many updates on your end, seeing as you've been out here on vacay for a bit. But if you want, we can start with the MOONEY Distribution proposal.
Yeah, no big updates on my end, and I'll pass it over to Colin to discuss updates with the citizen and entity project.
Of course.
Yeah. So Sheldon is working on integrating Tableland into the contracts. The citizen contract is ready to go. I've been testing stuff out with the front end, and everything there looks good. He's still working on the entity contract. He ran into an issue. He's talking with Tableland right now to figure that out. Other than that, I've just been making tests for components we've created along the way. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Ryan's working on reaching out to entities and citizens. He's making like a Discord post and an Instagram post. So yeah, that is it.
Nice. Good stuff. If I know, Phil, next on the agenda is the DSI CVs. I know you didn't have any updates, but maybe we could get royalty up here if there's anything to update on.
Yeah, I'm not getting the option to invite her up here, but quickly, the progress this week was mostly Eliza has done a review of a research paper, and so onboarding Eliza to publish work was the main accomplishment this week. Royalty, do you have any other comments?
No, the same with what you said, Phil. Just Eliza. We're trying to like set up our account and help her publish our research, and I've been working on that. Hopefully, it gets sorted out this week.
One other update is one of the users on MoonDAO, new user to MoonDAO, joined our workshop and got in touch with wanting to publish their research and talk about research. So yeah, it's growing.
Cool. Good stuff. Glad to hear it. And that's Eliza, the Eliza that I'm
Astro
thinking.
Eliza. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Nice. Great. I guess next on the agenda is the second astronaut support proposal with Dr. Iman. I don't know if maybe he can't come up on the stage right now. I'll invite him up. Oh no, he's up here.
Can you guys hear me? Hello? Wait
I'm
one
here.
second. Let me see what's okay. Yeah, so Andrew, Ryan, and I continue to work on this. We had one podcast come out this week with Ben. I'm taping one with Matt tomorrow and one on Tuesday of next week. So that's 2 other products that'll come out, hopefully in the next few weeks. I'm still waiting on the Channel 2 news. One to air. I know that the reporter is working on editing it, so we'll see when that goes out. I was hoping this weekend, but it might be the following weekend. And then when I'm going to be out of pocket for 2 weeks, so I will try to get on these calls. But if I miss it, I'll obviously update the progress report. But when I come back, we are setting some things up for further podcasts. So I think I have 2 already set up when we come back, and then there's a lot of people kind of in the pipeline. I mean, it's impressive between Ryan and Andrew and I think there's like 20 different outlets that we've got on our Excel sheet. So really trying to get the word out there and get people interested so that we can do more media to bring people to MoonDAO.
Very nice. Can I get you to post some links for us in the chat to these images?
Not by my computer. I don't know if Ryan has it accessible.
Yeah, I can share it. I was gonna say, yeah, definitely. If you guys haven't yet, check out the podcast he did with Astro Ben. It was a great interview. I think Iman did a great job. But check it out for sure. It's like a half-hour listen.
And I'm sorry, I keep mispronouncing your name. I don't know why I can't deprogram it. I'm gonna try harder.
You are not the only one. I have people who've known me like 10 years and still mispronounce it. So it's all good.
I'll get it though. I'll get it eventually. Cool. So I guess last here on the agenda is I guess first I should just say if anyone wants to ask any questions or whatever, we don't have to move on right away. But if there are no questions, we can move on to Jiggly Jams with the Nance proposal. And yeah, I assume there's no questions here.
Hey everyone. Yeah, I posted some updates in the progress channel. There's some links to like the latest version of our MoonDAO branch under Nance. We've got like working on the new proposal page. Just working on getting signed data. Working on the app. We've I was talking to Colin, there's been some signing of messages, but never of signing of typed data. So working on that right now, so that we can sign a proposal and get it submitted to the Nance backend. Let me know if you got any questions. Thanks.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited about the Nance stuff. Just been kind of taking a look at it, and it's going to be a big unlock. I'm also really excited to be able to vote right in our app instead of going to Snapshot. That's going to be huge.
Yeah, we got Tudam is my collab partner, and he's working on voting now through the app. Yeah, and that just uses the Snapshot API, so it should be up and running soon. You can start voting through the app.
Very cool.
And what else? Oh yeah, I was working with Mitchie on just earlier on this call. He mentioned the proposal checklist, so now we have that all written down, and just going to pick it apart and see which pieces of it we can automate.
Nice. I added a few little things into that doc earlier today too. Not I don't think it's anything big. It's mostly obvious stuff, but
Cool.
yeah, if you want to check it out.
Sweet. Thanks again.
No worries. Yeah, it was good. It was good for me going through. It's nice having that checklist actually. Even it was very useful today with checking the proposal that we just reviewed for Skyline.
Good.
But yeah, so that's basically it. We reach the end of the agenda, so it's open floor. Anyone on the stage or anyone here in the audience, if you want to raise your hand and jump on up. Yeah, just open floor. In personal news for me, I got a comfortable new chair. That's pretty awesome. Very ergonomic.
There's an opportunity to write a 500-word essay and get a scholarship to IAC if you already have an abstract that's been accepted. I've been sharing that around. I don't remember if I shared it in the MoonDAO Discord. If I didn't, let me know.
I don't think you did.
Okay. Yeah, I'll post it. I'm going to be writing one, and hopefully we can get as many people on that as possible.
Very cool. Yeah, post that. I guess just post it in general. But yeah, anyone else got any other updates?
Blue Origin's going to start flying humans again on Sunday, May 19th. So it's pretty exciting. That's one flight, one flight less before Iman will get the chance to fly. We still have a timeline there, but now that they're going to start flying again, it should become more clear soon. So that's exciting news.
Yeah, it's exciting for us and the industry as a whole.
And Virgin's flying again at the beginning of June, so hopefully we'll see both in action at the same time. Seems like they alternate.
Very cool.
Got some new faces in the audience too. If anybody wants to come up, feel free.
Yeah, sometimes people have trouble finding the thing to raise their hand, but if you can't find it, and you want to jump up, just post something in the chat, and someone on stage here can invite you up. Oh, I guess another update on my end. I've been doing a lot of work on the design to try to integrate our current landing page into the app, so it's all just in one place. And yeah, I spent some time refactoring the code last night. I am so excited to share it with you guys. It's going to be it's going to be better than I even originally planned it. I was experimenting with some things last night and made some really subtle but very impactful changes to the layout. And yeah, also been meeting with uh, Brian and trying to keep him involved in the design process as well. And it seems like, yeah, the hand raising is disabled. I'm gonna dig into that here right after this meeting and see if we can get that fixed. It seems to work for some people and then others not. But anyway, yeah, we've got Anastasia up here. How's it going?
Good. Hi. Yeah, I'm new to Discord, so maybe because of that.
Yeah, maybe it's a role thing. I'll dig into it and I'll let you know.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to say before that in next few days I will get a reply from Spacewatch Global about doing podcast with Eamon. So hopefully it will go smooth.
Nice, even more publicity.
Mhm.
Very cool. And
And I
I
will
heard
try to write myself an article about him and Moondao and sell it to either Spacewatch Global or not. No, I think to space.com or Spaceflight Insider.
very cool. That's great. Um, I heard also as well that you maybe started thinking about helping with the analog astronaut initiative.
Yes, it's on my list, and I'm excited to start working on that. Already did some brainstorming and talked to Pablo and Ryan. So I hope next week I can, present a draft.
Cool. I'm excited to see it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks for that. And good to see you in the meetings too, finally. It's great.
Yes, I will be more often, I promise.
nice. Yeah, we like having you here. At all our meetings, these and the Twitter events that we do. Those are the last one you did. Was awesome.
Thank you so much. Honestly, it's so good to be part of this community. And really, I don't know, it's great, and it's a lot of motivation and inspiration. I think not. I think it's so rare to meet nowadays communities like that, which are polarized, or it's just so crazy. So thank you for having this peaceful kind of atmosphere where you can be creative and can discuss the futuristic ideas. So yeah, thank you.
No, thank you for being part of it all. You're part of what makes it all happen. Um, but yeah, okay. If no one else has any other updates, I think we can make this a relatively short one and wrap it up here. Pablo, if you want to stick around or maybe hit me up in Gather Town. But yeah, that's it. Hope everyone has a good one, a good weekend, long weekend. I don't know if it's a long weekend for everyone, but get out there and touch some grass. And yeah, we'll see you all again here next week.
Thanks, everyone.
See you.
Cheers. Later.
Welcome to MoonDAO, a revolutionary governance model and mission-oriented community that's reshaping collaboration in the space industry. Our mission is to create a self-sustaining, self-governing settlement on the Moon to act as a launch point into the cosmos. Moondao is governed like a nation, with its own economy, constitution, voting system, treasury, elections, and senate. But internet native, and so without the limitations of geography. In 2022, we sent our first member to space, showcasing our model's capacity for real-world impact. Now, we're implementing key solutions for global collaboration in the space industry. We offer a borderless, permissionless platform that enables everyday people to participate in the future of space development and exploration. Be part of our lunar legacy and join the Moondao movement today.